Hey everybody, my name is Chloe Taskoff, and you might be here from my freebie about preview videos. You might have just stumbled across this, um, but I'm going to try to make this short because I could go on and on, but I decided to create this freebie and this video because I have seen a lot of preview videos that people are creating, and I don't think that they're getting the messaging right, which is then going to, you know, turn in or increase your conversion rate, which is what you want, right? So, really quick, I want to go over why we should focus on video, okay? Video is not being utilized by TPTers. This is how I tripled my sales. It's something that everybody needs to kind of get on board with. According to professional marketers, they are completely satisfied with their return on investment with videos. There's tons more stats on that. Here's something I feel very passionately about. My third point here. We need to evolve our marketing skills as TPTers. And I think that, we're teachers and we don't really have any business experience before this, probably, most of us. So we do really need to focus on, catching up, I guess, with the rest of the digital world and marketing. It seems like we try to do the bare minimum and just kind of get by when really you're going to increase your sales faster and your exposure, or I guess level up your already established store if that's you, through different marketing techniques. And video people have barely touched the surface on it. I also want to stress that video brings your product to life instead of the buyer just seeing a JPEG or a photograph. They can see how it's actually used. Use your hands, use a kid's hands. Get your daughter or your son in and have them color or, work with your product. This will give teachers a very visual and better idea on how they will use it in their own classroom. Last of all, I'm not going to get into this too much, but video can be repurposed and it gets high engagement on different social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, and at the moment, Pinterest favors video pins. So, just want to stress that as well. Okay, so the point of your preview video, of course, you need to highlight why your product is awesome, but in psychology, the psychology of marketing, you need to show the teacher or educator how they will transform. Okay, and this is kind of just best practices in general. Even when you write your product descriptions or write copy on social media, this is really the big thing. So they're going to start with a problem, and you want to really think about how they're feeling about their problem. Okay, if their problem is that they don't have enough time to plan engaging lessons, they might feel very stuck or frustrated or annoyed that they have to take work home all of the time if they want to be super teacher. Okay, so how are they feeling? And then you need to find a solution. And that solution is not going to be your product. It's going to be something more vague. Okay, so the problem we were just talking about, you're going to say, well, the solution, is curriculum that has engagement built in and gets kids excited and they meet all the benchmarks and blah, 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 and then you don't have to take your work home, okay? So how are they going to achieve that? How are they going to achieve that solution? Number 3, your product, okay? Your product is the guide. Your product gets them to that solution. Your product gets them to be the teacher who doesn't take work home yet has these awesome, engaging, amazing lessons. All right. So that's where you're going to kind of plan out what you're going to highlight in your product, how it solves this problem. Okay. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to go through this fast because I really don't want this to be like a 30-minute video. I could totally get to that point. Anyhow, next you're going to want to put some reviews because social proof is extremely powerful. You want them to see that other teachers have had success with this product. You can also mention how it's helped your students as well. And lastly, you need a call to action. Marketing psychology and just neuroscience in general says that people need to know what to do. You don't need to overcomplicate anything. You need to tell them exactly what to do, how to do it, okay? And you're going to kind of intertwine since preview videos can't be, over 2 minutes, you're going to intertwine that transformation in with your call to action. For example, your call to action, you're going to say, to be this new person, click on the link to my shop. Okay. So you literally need to tell them what to do. And this is actually true on Pinterest as well. Your headers should tell the scroller what to do to access, or I guess find your products, get away from Pinterest and find your product. Okay, I want you to watch this next video that's going to be playing in just a second here. And pay attention to how it follows the framework we just talked about. This is one of my products with my business partner from our store, and we're going to kind of walk through it after the video is over. So I'll kind of debrief or talk through it once the video is done. Okay, so the problem that this teacher might be experiencing to need my product is they're frustrated. They're not reaching all their high school students, okay? They don't know how to differentiate. It can be tougher to get kids excited about stuff if they're older, to be honest, and they're not elementary students, eager to do the fun activities and all that. So the solution is differentiation, okay? That's what's going to help your teacher who's frustrated. But how do they get there, especially if they don't have any training? And even if they do they have time to create a whole bunch of different, types of activities just for one day to differentiate for all their kids? Now I present the guide, which is the task cards that have 4 levels of questions, guided or pre-filled notes, okay? It is really going to help the teacher differentiate for their secondary students. I do include a review in there for social proof, and my call to action is for the teacher to transform. They're going to become or be the teacher who gets through to all students with ease. Okay, this product helps them easily differentiate and invest in our task cards today. There's the call to action. So don't ever say buy, say invest. And you'll have that call to action at the end. So I can use this on Facebook, Instagram TV, a bunch of different places. And it's pretty versatile. So I do have that freebie, just it kind of walks you through all of this. So I would go over this with some of your best sellers first. And like anything with practice, the more you do this, the easier it's going to become. I know it kind of seems a little bit intimidating right now, but we need to start doing this. We need to start working on our messaging and evolve with the ever-changing digital marketplace. If you start doing this, you are definitely going to stand out, and your sales are going to increase as you show the teachers how your product makes them the person they want to be.